Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video, and today we finally have the official list of the next round of balance changes coming up soon to Clash Royale. There are 6 cards in total being changed this balance update. One of those cards in particular I think will be a meta-changing, game-changing balance update for the months to come. And also, if you guys missed the news yesterday, there is a buff coming for the rewards on Trophy Road. If you missed the news, I will cover all that stuff as well at the end of the video. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at the balance update. The first card being changed in the May balance update, which by the way is coming out on Monday the 6th, is the 3 Musketeers, who are finally going back to 9 elixir. However, they will now have a 3-second deploy timer, which is the exact same deploy timer as the Golem. They will also have a 0.15 second stagger between the 3 Musketeers. So overall, what this means is they'll be a lot weaker on defense when used immediately, because it'll take 3 seconds fully before they start attacking and defending on a defense. Also, what this means is they will be a lot easier to hit all 3 Musketeers with your spells like Fireball, Rocket, Lightning, NATO, etc. But do keep in mind, they will keep the damage buff they got back in January. So if you remember, back in January and before that, the 3 Musketeers were one of the most strongest and dominating cards in the entire game, and they got even stronger by keeping that damage buff. However, in theory, this should be a lot easier to counter with the 3-second deploy timer, allowing them to be hit by all of your spells. Also, one other change to keep in mind here is the change to the Barbarians. With the Barbarian health change, a Battle Ram can no longer be used to soak all 3 lightning strikes. If your opponent uses a Battle Ram next to 2 Musketeers, the lightning will hit the Battle Ram first, and then both the Musketeers afterwards, so you can no longer block the lightning strike with the Battle Ram. Overall, I think these Musketeers will be a very, very strong card once again, even with the 3-second deploy timer. However, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they become, good, but not OP as they once were. But we shall see when the balance update arrives. Now, card number 2 being changed in the May balance update are the Wall Breakers, who once again are getting some love with a buff. Their range is being increased by 100%, and they will also damage all nearby troops when attacking. What this means overall with the range increase is they will attack ever so slightly faster when they get to a tower, and do a better job overall of damaging any troops that are around it. For example, if your opponent uses a Goblin gang on defense, the Wall Breakers will do a better job if they get to their tower and attack. However, this is not a death bomb. They will not drop any bomb. They will not explode if they die before they get to their tower. They will just attack a bit faster and do a better job overall of damaging nearby units. Now, card number 3 being changed over here is the Goblin Barrel. The Goblins will now deploy a bit faster when the barrel lands, going from 1.2 seconds to 1.1 second with their deploy timer as well. Overall, just a very small and slight buff for the Goblin Barrel, attacking a bit faster. I don't think it'll overall make the card too overpowered, but it'll kind of just definitely boost it a little bit as it's needed. The 4th card here being changed in the balance update is the Princess, whose projectile speed is being increased by 33%. What this means is it means that when she attacks, her arrows will reach their target faster. It is not an attack speed buff. The arrows just kind of land faster, because previously she would miss stuff like Fire Spirits or Spear Goblins if they ran too fast. Hopefully, this should help in scenarios like that. So overall, 2 pretty solid buffs for log bait strategies. The 5th card here being changed in the May balance update is a buff for the Dark Prince, whose range is being increased by 20%, and splash radius is being increased by 25%. Overall, what this means is the Dark Prince will reach a bit further and splash a wider target, which means hopefully it'll be a bit better at dealing with Swarm, as it should for a splash damage card. Now, the 6th and final card being changed in the balance update is the Bomber, who's finally getting some love as well. The Bomber is getting an HP increase of 28%, which sounds like a lot, but overall what it means is it'll survive one more Crown Tower shot before going down, or one more Musketeer shot as well. But overall, those are the 6 cards being changed in the May balance update. 2 Musketeers, Wall Breakers, Goblin Barrel, Princess, Dart Prince, and the Bomber. 6 cards being buffed. No nerfs this balance update, which honestly I think is a pretty good idea. I am really happy overall with this balance update. I would rate it probably a solid like 8 out of 10. I think most of the cards on this balance update were needing to be changed. Dart Prince, Bomber, Goblin Barrel Princess, Wall Breaker, like all those cards for sure needed to be changed. The 3 Musketeers is the only card that I'm kind of on the fence about right now. My gut feeling right now is they will be as OP as they were, maybe even more OP with the extra damage buff. But hopefully with the Earthquake spell, the Barbarian change, no more lightning block for Battle Ram, with the 3-second deploy timer, hopefully they won't be as OP as they once were. Because honestly, like before the nerf in January, like it was just all 3 Musketeers. Since the nerf of 3 Musketeers, the meta is much more diverse. So many more decks have had a chance to shine in the meta without the 3 Musketeers like oppressing everything. So hopefully I'm wrong with my prediction. Hopefully 3 Musketeers aren't as OP as they once were, but my gut feeling is they will be. Now, one final thing here to consider with the 3 Musketeers is even with a 3-second deploy timer, in some scenarios, it could actually act as a buff by giving your opponent more time to build Elixir if they use them behind the King Tower. So that is one thing to keep in mind for sure with those 3 Musketeers. But those are the balance changes, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you happy with the changes? Are you unhappy? Were you hoping for more? If so, what card were you hoping for that wasn't included? Or are you happy or unhappy with the 3 Musketeers? What are your predictions? Do you think they'll be a strong card and OP as they once were? Or do you think the 3-second deploy timer would be an overall nerf and they'll be, much, much weaker? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. All right, so moving on from the balance update, guys, we have the news of the changes for Trophy Reset and the boost to Trophy Road rewards. If you missed the news yesterday, this is very important for you. First and foremost, Season Reset will actually be 50% of your trophies above 4,000 instead of the previously mentioned 75%. Right now, like if you go to your game right now in the game itself, it'll tell you that you're going to be dropping a lot more trophies than you would actually be. In the game, in the live game, it still says 75%, but it will actually be 50% come Monday, which means you'll lose a lot less trophies than you thought you were. Number 2 here is there is a significant boost to the rewards on Trophy Road. I'm gonna go ahead here, guys, and pull up the graph that they kind of gave on the post they did yesterday over on Reddit. But overall, guys, there are a lot more epic cards now on the Trophy Road, because that was the #1 complaint with the April update, with the removal of the draft chest. No more draft chest. You lost like 30 epics in that chest, which you could draft. With the current Trophy Road, you have to get very, very high in trophies to get all of your epics back. So right here are the changes for the reward. At 4,150 trophies, guys, you used to get a common token, you will now get an epic token instead. At 4,450, you used to get a rare token, you will now get 5 random epic cards instead. At 4,800, you used to get an epic token, you will now get a legendary token. At 4,900, you used to get a lightning chest, you will now get an epic chest. Way more epics now on the Trophy Road. At 5,150, you used to get a legendary token, you will now get 50 random rare cards, as you can see right here. And then finally, at 5,800, all the way up here, you used to get a common token, you will now get 10 epics instead. So overall, those are the changes for the Trophy Road rewards. A huge boost for the number of epics that you now get versus previously. So now, guys, it is officially way way better than the old draft system, draft chest system was. I know a lot of guys were kind of confused when they released the news yesterday. People were upset that they removed a legendary token. They didn't remove any legendary tokens, guys, in case you're curious. All they did was move the legendary token from up here down a bit further, making it easier to get for everyone. And overall, the new system will be much better with greater rewards for everyone. And also, a lot more of the rewards are placed lower down, making it much easier for everyone to get. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. That is all the news on Trophy Road. What do you guys think of that? Are you happy with the boost, getting way more epic cards under the new system? And then obviously let me know what you think of the balance update as well. The Musketeers, Wallbreaker, Goblin Barrel, Princess, Dark Prince, and the Bomber. No nerfs overall for any other cards in the game. Are you happy? Are you sad? Were you hoping for more? Let me know what your thoughts, guys, are down below in those comments. Anyways, that is the end of the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more Clash Royale content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you in the next one.